Hey guys, welcome to Vlogmas Day 27. That's right, it is the 27th day of December. Man, I can't believe it's already this late in the month. We're almost ready to start a new year. But first, just a few more episodes of Vlogmas for me and talking about podcasting and things that are important to podcasting and things like that. So, with that, we're going to talk about transcripts today and why transcripts are important, how to get them, what to do with them. So, uh, transcripts are super important. This last year, we had one of the big major hosts, I think it was Sirius XM Media, that actually got sued because they didn't have transcripts in their podcast. I mean, you would think that transcripts would be something that probably aren't needed, but little do you know, people who are hard of hearing and or need to have transcripts if they're going to consume your content at all. So, with that, how do we get transcripts? There's a couple different ways to get them, depending how you edit your podcast. If you edit with Descript, Descript is great because it allows you to go in, upload your MP3 file, and it actually transcribes it for you because you actually edit the text as opposed to editing a waveform like you would normally for podcasting. So what you do end up doing with that then is you can export that as I would say an SRT file. SRT is a transcript file for captions, closed captioning, things like that. So you can get it from Descript. What I used to do is I use Adobe products to do my editing, and so I have the full Creative Suite. And so what I used to do is I'd edit in Adobe Audition, and then I would take my MP3 into Premiere, and then within Premiere, which is their video editing product, you can go ahead and get a transcript for that, have it auto transcript, correct anything that needs to be corrected, and then you can export that as an SRT file. The way that I'm doing it now is a little bit different because I don't want to have to create a whole new project in Premiere to get that file. I actually use OpenAI's Whisper technology, which you can Google OpenAI Whisper, and it allows me to, in a command line on my Mac, I can take it and say, this is the file, I want to whisper it, and it goes through and transcribes it. It does a great job, and it ends up giving you three different text files, a web SRT, a web VTT, which is a transcript, a SRT file, and then just a regular text file of that. So I do that because it's really easy, can run in the background, don't need to create anything, a new project in Premiere or anything like that. And then how do you get that in your podcast? How do you get that to be used by podcast apps? Well, I'm actually going to be talking a little bit more about podcasting 2.0 tomorrow on Vlogmas, but essentially podcasting 2.0 is a whole new initiative to kind of take podcasting further, to develop some new tags in the RSS feed that allow you to do cool things, that allow apps to do different things. And one of those tags is transcript tags. So a lot of hosts are starting to allow that, to use that. Blueberry allows that. I believe Buzzsprout allows you to put a transcript file in. Blueberry, if you're self-hosting on WordPress and you have the Blueberry, or not self-hosting, but if you're creating your own RSS feed with PowerPress, it allows you to do that, and it allows you to create your SRT file, your transcript file to your episode. But lots of hosts are starting to do this. So I wouldn't be surprised if whatever host you're using currently allows you to insert a transcript into your podcast. And then what's cool about that is certain podcast players are actually starting to show that while they're listening to the episode. You can see the transcript come out. Blueberry's web player allows you to see that. So it's really cool. It's really necessary to have the transcripts in your podcast because it allows people who are hard of hearing, people who just want to kind of have it going but aren't quite sure what you said, they can see that, and then it's super helpful. So if you have any questions about transcripts, make sure to put them in the comments below. and I'll try to answer any comments. I know it's kind of a newer thing in podcasting, whole podcasting 2.0 initiative. So with that, guys, I will be back tomorrow. I'm going to talk a little bit more about the other tags that podcasting 2.0 can allow you to have in your podcast.